3 shots fired, one that killed, but not the one you might think.
Day 14 of the Christopher Deedy murder trial brought the prosecution's final witness and also the question of whether a federal agent was justified in firing his gun. As KITV4's Laura Yamada reports, it's the question that could decide this case.
This cashier is lifting up her hands, putting her fingers in her ear. This one is giving the, oh my God. The body language is startlement.
This is the exact frame investigators believe shows the first shot fired the night Colin Eldredge was shot dead. The bullet found lodged in a McDonald's back wall. But what came as a big surprise to many, it was the second, not the third shot that ultimately killed him.
It traveled this way in a slightly downward angle. And when you watch the video, that is consistent with the movement as they were moving, traversing across in front of the cashier area and losing balance and falling backward into the area where the high chairs were.
Detective Coons believes the burnt gunpowder on Eldredge's shirt shows the fatal shot was fired at least several inches from his body. He says the third and final shot was fired when the two hit the ground, but the bullet missed an already gravely wounded Eldredge and lodged above the ATM machine.
These are 3 different experts.
The question of whether Deedy was justified in firing his gun sparked a battle between lawyers as to whether their witnesses can testify to that. The judge ruling the jury should ultimately draw their own conclusions. But Detective Coons did say in any situation, the use of deadly force can only be used if the public knows who you are and that officer feels his life is in immediate danger.
There has to have been a crime that was committed. You have to know that that person is the suspect. And then you must announce who you are, tell them, police, I'm an officer, ask them to stop resisting or whatever the command is. Again, you want to use the minimum amount necessary at all times.
Laura Yamada, KITV4 News.
And Detective Coons says officers are also required to properly identify themselves, meaning announcing it loud and clear. He says it's not just for their own safety, but also for the safety of others around them.